map, potentially the final one as well, unless FlyQuest Red can bring it back and, you know, reignite the flames and the dreams of theirs as we go into Anubis. FlyQuest Red on home turf, NAVI fighting up against them.
Grand finals on the line here, Tom. Bearing in mind, NAVI won the first map. If FlyQuest lose this, they are out. And NAVI will fight Nigma in the grand final. But we're not there just yet, FlyQuest. This is your lifeline. This is your chance to turn the tides of battle and to take a stance to get us into map 3.
Here we go, kicking it off. First round of many. Hopefully FlyQuest Red get more than 3, but it's not going to be looking very good because Letty starts it off with a bang. BB goes down. The potential hopeful flame has been extinguished in this round. Holding his angle as well, is going to be looking pretty good over towards Gate. The main and Kaoday coming in. This is what we want to see. The P250 in her hand going to be pushing through, but Angelka is going to be in a good position over towards B. Connect, a hold of the shots. She misses them, and she's going to get pushed from both sides. Unable to contend with that firepower. She goes down. The bomb being planted. Retake has to come through. No defuse kit in the hands of these players. Over towards this position. Trying to find the shots. Kaoday does a little bit of damage. gooseBreeder finds a kill as well. Now Kaoday can back off. Liina, headshot. Very clean. Nothing more from this position from Street. Hanka, 1v3. Finds the first kill. Finds the second. Looking to go into the third as well. Misses a shot. And now it's all down to this last player. Kelsey, wait for time. You've got an opportunity here to save your team. And there you go. The shots ring true. But it was so close.
Of course it's Kelsey.
Kelsey.
Kelsey. Let's make some noise for Kelsey, everyone in Arena. If you are supporting FlyQuest, they need you now more than ever. So I hope your voices are ringing true. You have to get loud. Yes, there it is. There's the support we wanted to see. Fantastic stuff. It is only the first round. It is the pistol, but it's a great start to the map.
With a bang, but they were all down to one player. It's not obviously the most optimal end for them, but none the matter. They managed to get the win on the board. The buy coming through for NAVI. The scout on vicu. Kaoday with AK finds Angelka, but peeking around the corner. It's almost going to be a clap. the shot only just missed. Pushing through, and that Molotov is scuffed. The smoke does land. Oh god, a little bit worried here. BB scuffs up the smoke there as well. But hopefully get that out of their systems early on. Not the end of the world. They've managed to position the player now. See gooseBreeder just sitting there. She's made the call. Telling everyone else to bugger off. Go over towards the B site. Find that mid control. Found that early kill, which is really good. Angelka going down. It gives them that opportunity. And she was playing in towards Connector near B. Oh, gooseBreeder catches Hanka off, who got a little bit too greedy. And now the push can come in from gooseBreeder. She's trying to dominate and convince them to carry on, pushing over towards her. She does take a lot of damage. vicu holding this cross. The push can come through the utility as well. She's going to get flashed off, but the tag comes in from her straight onto one of the players. She's going in for another one, unable to hit her, but Letty is going to be able to finish her off in case. Instead of her, but another eagle kill going to be coming through the tags, but Kaoday cleaning up the house. Chaos Slay is definitely here to stay. Bomb down. Liina with very few options. No defuse kit. Deagle in hand. Arm on the back. 3 players on FlyQuest side. If she can... I mean, her best opportunity here is to try and get a kill or 2. 2 kills would be best. Take an AK out of the equation for the next round. Force them to spend some more money. Oh, they're going to back off straight into her. She has the time to fly, but unfortunately, BB, she's on. She's ready. Instead of being the first one to die, she's actually going to be the final one to get a kill in that round. Hey, hello, Steph. How you doing?
How's it going, Steph?
We can hear them scream. Love it.
We can feel your passion all the way from the studio in Stockholm.
Yeah.
So great to see her there, front row, front and center, supporting FlyQuest. And in that previous round, Goose's position, she gets that first kill, she tries to go in for the second, but she doesn't get it, which in itself is an issue. And it's very clear at that point that it's not an A hit, but FlyQuest stabilized really well despite that.
I like it. Kaoday is going to get challenged by these pistols. Good utility usage from the opposition. NAVI going to be doing a good job, unable to contend with the rifle on Kelsey, who's looking to farm up some extra kills with Kaoday on her side, and BB able to collect one as well. clean round. That's exactly what they needed, Sam.
Go on.
I'm going to say it. I think they need to get 12 rounds on the board on their T side.
Ooh.
It's a high amount, but that is the golden number.
I'll see if we can get them to do that. Oh, there's Benny, friend of ESL Impact.
Yeah, a little bit of a happy birthday for Hedger.
Yeah, appreciate that. Well, I assume Hedger does.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for wishing Hedger on her birthday.
Yeah, a little bit early for me. Either way. Oh, 3 rounds. This is going very well for them so far. Obviously, the pistol round was pretty close, but that's fine. We move on. They've saved a lot of money last round. They didn't lose any players. They're going to be pushing over towards the A side, but they're going to get absolutely slaughtered. Hanka's position is optimal, and Goose Breeder jumps through the smoke, only to be met with a barrage of bullets from the A1. Back they go. Back down the canal position. Trying to find their way towards the connector. It's always important, as you can see there, to try and hold that bridge position like Mads is doing, making sure no one's going to drop down on your head and slaughter you.
I like that FlyQuest are attempting to stabilize here after losing that player. It was their first time trying to execute on the A site, and it didn't really go well. So now we're looking to fake B.
Fine work as well. They had BB just stay on over towards that A position. Being a bit of an anchor now, they can try and find purchase on this, but obviously being down to 4 players is not the best. So behind this pillar on platform, it's going to be Hanka. She got that first initial kill, holding in from heaven. It is going to be one of the players of NAVI as well. Liina just sitting there ready and waiting. The ball is going to be coming through, but Kelsey going to be able to get a kill over to the other side. Through the smoke, Liina no less hits the headshot on the BB. Drops the kill. Kelsey in towards mid, able to smoke off the A connector as well. Now looking to take the fight onto Liina, backing off a little bit. Not going too over-aggressive, holding the angle, waiting for the plays. She might get shot through the smoke. She does. She failed the smoke. Now Letty, able to push through it. 2v3. NAVI bring this in, they might just be able to bring a couple of rounds in a row. This is so crucial for them. The flash comes out, but Kaoday's there to hold them down, gets the spray, gets the damage, but it's Mads with the kill from platform. Sits Kaoday, trying to help, unfortunately. Demolished, killed, sent packing, whatever you want. The A1 reigns supreme, and Letty and Angelka able to stay alive.
Yeah, the NAVI fans fighting back. Yeah, they're like, all right, FlyQuest, we see you. Now it's our turn. Get a little bit of a rivalry going in the crowd. I think that's going to be quite dope. That side is actually really difficult to retake. So I think that having the numbers advantage obviously plays a huge part in that, but well done at isolating those angles. Yeah,
one of the key issues here is you have to be so careful on that A connector smoke. Yeah. As soon as it goes down, if you don't get in the right spot, it can be a one-way created, it could be the side angle created as well, which is what we saw. It allowed a position for Letty to just open up, find the kill onto Kelsey, and as soon as Kelsey went down, that was it. We move on, first round from NAVI. Goose Breeder starting it off spicily down through mid, spraying and praying and hitting the shot onto Liina. vicu's going to make sure her presence is known, try to delay any kind of pushes down that mid spot, which is where Kelsey did go and find an opening in the previous round. vicu just playing here patiently, catches the left guard. That's going to be a nade follow-up. Is it going to find the mark? Oh! 2 HP by the skin of her feathers. Angelka able to take down Kelsey though. Nice trade. Still in favor of FlyQuest at the moment.
Oh no.
Angelka, that flick round. She's prepared.
It's a bit of a rough one for BB as well to have missed that shot.
Yeah.
But Angelka gives her team a bit of a lifeline here.
Yeah, but inexcusable along with that damage from Kaoday. 3v3. The advantage was in FlyQuest's hands, but it's slipping away.
Getting to bomb is going to be so hard as well if Angelka holds that angle.
She's going to back off. Kaoday is going to be peeking this angle as well. She can find this kill, peeking around the pillar at the moment. It's going to be a play. She hits the shot. Maybe going in for a second if she plays over into the site. vicu might find the kill. The bomb's picked up. They're executing. There's a player coming in through Palace. It's going to be a 2v3 situation on this site, and the vicu's looking ready and rearing to go. She's got full HP. These players do not first kill. Doesn't rain out, but she peeks on through, finds a full HP player, and Hanka onto the other one as well. Now Goose Breeder, 2 HP, 2 players. All she needs is a bullet. Not going to happen. She goes down, and so well played by the side of NAVI, coming back with another round.
Yeah, honestly, the communication between these ladies is clearly so good to create those crossfires, to make sure your teammates are in position to trade on you if necessary, and the trades were not even necessary. They managed to hold down that site so well. I think a lot of the problem in that is also, obviously, FlyQuest need to be a little bit more careful. They can't just run arbitrarily in onto the site. They also have to go and collect the bomb, so it slows them down, and it gives NAVI way too much time to stabilize.
3-2, NAVI, they're just moments away from being able to take the equalizer, and that's honestly what we can expect from this. Unless the hero Deagles come out.
The Heagle, I like that.
The Heagle, there you go.
Yeah.
vicu, AWP in hand. She's dominant with this gun. The shoulder's being shown, and that's all she needs. Oh, BB with the headshot! The denial and the wallbang coming out from Angelka does a little bit of damage. Tickles Gooseberry, but she stays. She remains. AWP in hand. Kaoday's not alive, so she might as well use it.
Yeah.
Don't know who else I'd chuck it over to at this point. Might as well have it for her. The Deagle from BB. Worked first. Not going to happen this time. Hanka going to be catching this play off guard. The headshot comes out. That's Hanka damaged. The retake over towards A has to come out now. Letty coming to come in for the bank stab. The bomb's going down. This is superb for them. Back in towards connector. BB. She looks the wrong way. Letty should be able to catch them off guard. They're not even looking this way. The shots are now going to be coming through. Now they realize that there's a player here, but it's so late in the day. There's going to be a secondary one as well. And Angelka coming around, but the shot's going to be ringing out from Gooseberry. The first shot lands. Liina onto Kelsey. Oh, Goose can't hit that one, but BB to try and save it all. Unable to clasp and get those kills, but the bomb went down. But this is not a sign in which you should be struggling on, but NAVI are making it ever so difficult.
Yeah, I mean, these retakes have been fantastic, and you were saying it, right? There's so many angles to check, and they, for a moment, they are checking the wrong ones. And bearing in mind, it was an eco. They came out with one Deagle in their hands. So to have done the little bit of damage that they did, that's something. That's something that you can take away from that and go, yeah, that's great. And obviously that makes the retake that much easier because NAVI have such a huge advantage in terms of weaponry. But you're right, the two times that they've tried to go onto that site, they haven't been able to hold onto it. And that's a little bit problematic here. Now we are going to see the full buys across the board once again. But again, early util damage from NAVI. They've been so good with that.
Straight away shooting down Waterway. Doing a lot of damage right off the bat. How's the equalizer, as we've been saying. The buy coming through, it's looking pretty good for FlyQuest, but already, like you were saying, the utility damage is coming out, it's wearing them down. I wonder if the A1's exactly what you want if you're NAVI. You've got 3 players situated over towards the B site in the moment, waiting for anyone to dare play aggressive, and that's exactly what's happening. But Angelka has to try and find this bag, where she right-clicked! Don't want to be doing that! Hopefully in future that won't be an option. Now the site is taken. At this point, NAVI are at a loss. 2v4. If they can bring this back, I would be very surprised. Hanka coming in through Palace, trying to create an opening for her teammate. Just don't see it happening. Oh my god, never mind. As I speak, the Goose goes down. The Goose is plucked. Kaoday, AWP in hand, holding this angle from a bit of a distance. Hanka onto the side, though, going to be able to find another one. This 2v4 is now a 2v2, 2v1, as Hanka is the last one left remaining, having to try and pull out a hero play. The bomb is tapped. She runs away, holds the angle, looking on towards Kaoday, but it's red. She has to play aggressive against this, try and go for the kill. Knife is out. She's going charging. She's swinging. They're both swinging, but the AK comes out and wins the fight, as well as from Mads.
All right, that was definitely something to behold. Bit of an interesting end to the round. It wouldn't have mattered who won, who lived, who died. Holding on to the AWP is great. If it was picked up, I can't remember.
It would have been.
It would have been, yeah. So that's at least something that they'll take into this next round. This was a good round from FlyQuest. I feel like we're seeing so much more confidence than what we saw on Inferno, which was their map pick. But we're seeing more like aggressive plays. We're seeing space getting taken. It feels like they're on the server.
Oh, that shot missed from Kaoday. Not going to be able to live that one down. Well, she does well. No, never mind. She can't live it down. She's dead. Liina. I predicted that shot. Well played. Goose Breeder that last round. She was so... you know, perfect for what she did. She was able to find those kills. Now BB's pushed down, finds one, peeking around the corner. The Deagle hit the headshot. Liina, 0 chills, but 2 kills on the board so far. B main, Kelsey looking to contend with this. Misses some shots, misses a lot of shots. Does a lot of damage, but no kill, no dice. I love that last moment in that last round, the knife coming out. Still makes me chuckle. Angelka, she's going fishing, going hunting, 5-7 in hand. And she might just be the player.
Let's go, Navi.
Oh, I love hearing that in the background. Oh, Angelka, she's in the perfect position, but she's got a 5-7. She has to wait a moment, but Liina with a 3rd headshot. These Hwandis are beautiful. Angelka looking to try and pull that noose taut even closer. The shot comes through. Goose is dead. Last player is Kelsey, 1v4. This was a pistol round. How do you lose these?
That is heartbreaking for FlyQuest, because not only does Navi win, they win with 4 players left alive. 4 players to pick up guns. Free guns. In this economy, Tom.
In this economy? I mean, for one, Liina, you absolute beast.
The trigger discipline.
The fact that Liina was able to pick up so many headshots with the Deagle, and that's why, I mean, a lot of people are saying if you got the money, buy a Deagle. Because that's, like, if you could hit your shots like that, you could beat out an AWP like Kaoday.
Oh my god.
Or, you know, just buy an A1 and slaughter them as well. I'm not quite sure what that play was, but they're you know, they're on pistols. That's all right.
Oh, man.
Oh, ace. Oh, Goose speed with the Glock. That denial. Should be kicking herself for missing those shots, but 4 kills, you'll take it. Extra money in the bank. Oh, not going to happen.
And we just spoke about Liina. And the sheer amount of utility that comes out of that. They read into it. They're like, yeah, it's probably going to be a mid-push. Let's go. Tons of util, weapon spam, 2 players dead within the first 2 seconds of the round. And then it's just cleanup.
Yeah, Navi, they're looking pretty good on this. 5 rounds on the board. Can they take it all the way to the grand finals? This is the last map for them. If they can win this, it'd be amazing. But FlyQuest Red, they have to win 2 back-to-back maps. It's a lot to ask from FlyQuest Red. Navi, they're hungry for this. They want to go up into the finals, which, you know, would be versus Nigma. And if that is the case, it'll be EU reigning supreme once again. Angelka, good early information, survives. Shoulder peek in that. Smoke's going to be coming out over towards B, but no real ability to invest in that utility usage. Flashes out in towards connector. That's E with the nade. Luckily, only does 30 points of damage to Goose almost, but the AWP does a lot more as vicu blocks that Goose. Now Letty in towards A main. B main rather, looking to take the fire onto them. It's going to be vicu through the edge of the smoke, catches Kaoday and she jumps across. They just stand no chance. BB activates, she comes online, finds one, vicu onto another. Kelsey, she's dropped like a sack of potatoes. Peeking around corner over towards the secret position. Yeah, the headshot rings out. BB finally feeling a little bit more confident, but not good enough because vicu's here and alive.
Oh. Mad's so close to getting that kill. But unfortunately, just not enough damage. FlyQuest were looking so good at the start of this map, but Navi have done a very good job of bringing it back, starting to wrestle back some of that control, and that does leave some concern for FlyQuest. And of course, now we've got a pause coming through, and again, really solid time for this to happen. FlyQuest having conceded a couple more rounds than they would have liked to. It is a 2-round deficit now, so they would like to be able to figure out some of those mistakes and pull themselves back up. But for now, it's Navi continuing to assert their dominance.
Oh, vicu, absolutely dominant performance in this round. Want to see more of this going forward. This AWP on her, she's got to be one of the best in the scene. The Eagles, they proved versatile for Navi. We're going to see one in the hands of Kelsey, who, you know, has done pretty well with it in the past. Let's see if they can do the same. Good utility usage from that team. She's going to use that to back away from B main. So you look at this round, you look at the economy, they're going to be able to buy into the following one thanks to the round loss bonus, and along with the money in the bank here. I don't know if we're going to be able to see an AWP. I mean, Kaoday has got 2.1k, so maybe goosebreeder finds the first initial kill, and jelqu goes down. Maybe they have a chance to get the bomb down. That would be huge. Letty runs away, down to 50 HP. Liina through the smoke. She prays, but unable to connect those bullets. Letty from a distance, trying to find one playing around the pillar as well. They actually coming through for vicu, but maybe with their A1 gets the kill. Now over towards this position, vicu has to back off before it's too late. Down to 19 HP. Liina and Hanka are going to be looking to clean up the mess that their teammates left behind.
Good round, all things considered. Rush in, get a nice kill for themselves, get the bomb down. Struggle to stabilize, but they do actually force vicu to have to leave her position. Just by virtue of the fact that she's got an AWP, there's a smoke in her way, they have pistols. If she stays there, she's going to get overrun. Especially if like 2 or 3 players come running at you. Maybe you get one, but it's going to be tough. So she has to back away. And they do manage to take down 2 players with them, so doing a little bit of damage to the economy, exactly what we needed to see. Now they get to reinvest in, and they're given another lifeline, another chance to bring the scores back around and start climbing back.
Yeah, and they're going to be charging down mid. This is what I want to see, but on the counter, it's going to be pushed over the other direction. Kaoday is going to get burned alive. She stays alive. For how long? Mads with the early nade. Kaoday with the AWP, but she's going to get caught off guard. Never mind, it's going to be goosebreeder with 1. They have to back off, and Mads looking to try and use as much utility as possible. Meanwhile, they've had to return and play a little bit more defensive. jelqu rather has just played aggressive. Gets the kill into BB. Advantage, has to be said, is now on Navi's side. They've got the map control and the kills. And the HP in the play is Mads on this corner as well. And jelqu's just going to be allowed to back away from this. Reloads and runs for the hills. Oh. Navi, that push was dirty. 7 rounds on the board. This is looking so dominant on their side. goosebreeder playing around these doors at the moment. Doesn't quite see the player who's just passed her. Neither does Hanka. Like ships in the night. Mads gets the kill. Over towards A. Now Goose is going to be able to catch a rotating player off. vicu gets dropped. Hanka has that extra bit of information. She can now carry on pushing through. And this may well have been called clear from goosebreeder. This could be the end for them as Hanka comes around the corner, slaughters Mads. The information's there now, but it's too late. Hanka is going to be looking up behind her, going to catch goosebreeder off guard. And now Kelsey left in a 1v2. The pressure's on. They know whereabouts she's going to be playing. But they're going to be pushing nonetheless. She looks the wrong way, and Letty gets the kill. 8 rounds on the board on a very, and just to repeat, very T-sided map.
Yeah, I think this really does speak to how well Navi have been playing. And towards the end of the round there, it's actually quite heartbreaking, I think, for goosebreeder because she's on a beautiful flank, which I think could have paid off really well. But it looked like she was trying to back off, maybe regroup with her teammates back towards the top of A. And unfortunately, as she turns around, Hanka, getting that feeling, getting that spidey sense, turns back, takes her out, and then it's a 2v1 retake, and that's much easier to accomplish. So another solid round here from Navi. FlyQuest, very much their last buy here. Let's see if they can do something with it.
13th round. Kaoday needs to come alive with this AWP. She's found a few kills, but not many. BB has been doing a good job. Goose even better. Goose has been trying to lead her pack forward. The most experienced player in her team. Probably even the longest actually in the server, if I'm right in saying. Been doing a great job as an IGL. Let's see if she can take them all the way to the grand finals here. Liina, information. Doesn't take any damage. 8-4. This is Navi's map pick. If anyone's just joining us, FlyQuest lost their map pick on Inferno, which was 16-3.
Very limited utility here for FlyQuest. Very little to get them onto the site, and using some of that to block off sightlines over towards B, and Mads goes down.
vicu, an absolute beast. To see if they can continue. Hank on the other side of the smoke. They run on through completely with no information. They go in dry, and well, they're put into a coffin and sent on their way. It's too many times this tournament we're seeing players just trying to push in with no utility. What was that? Kaoday swings round, misses a shot. And, well, goosebreeder, she just lines up, tries picking up the gun, and drops. Reminds me of Overpass yesterday. We saw BB try to pick up a rifle. Ended up losing their life for it. Very similar situation there with Goose. Kelsey, last one left alive, and they're going to be going hunting. They're going Goose made a good angle to find the kill. Now she has to run. Get out of here.
NAVI have such a controlled approach to all of these retakes, because you can look at some of their more aggressive angles and you can go, that's risky, pushing so close, like Hanka pushing so close up to the edge of the smoke, that can backfire. But she knows she has the support of her team. So even if she does die, 100% it will get traded. And she doesn't die. And she also doesn't like push into the smoke, try to push through it, try to get overly aggressive. She's just holding a far more tight angle, or maybe not tight angle, but a much closer angle. And so it's unexpected. And this is one of the things that NAVI has been so good at, really throwing FlyQuest off their game.
Yeah, and just throwback to that AWP shot from Kaoday. It was a good attempt, but she swung round, and I don't know if it was caught or not, but she swung a little bit too far round to the right, and she missed by a good few inches there. So it's a little bit unfortunate, but nice attempt. NAVI, 9 rounds. They've been looking so good. And for any of you just joining us, FlyQuest Red, they used to go under the name of CLG Red, and they've absolutely dominated the NA scene and only losing one map to the side of Shimmer during their Impact season. Anyway, moving on. vicu, AWP in hand. Smoke's going to be dropped behind her, and she's going to have a barrage of players pushing her. She's still going to be looking perfectly fine on this front, though. She could just run back towards CT.
Good early aggression to take the space out in mid here. But NAVI, we've said it's so good at stabilizing. They've taken no damage. They've just pulled back.
Reload. Always important. Letty, good position. Early nade as well. We see the rotation over towards A coming through. Goose Breeder just holding this aggressive position in mid. Near doors. Careful the wall bangs. Man's getting flashed out. This is huge information for the side of NAVI. And that smoke is pushed over a little bit further over towards the right, leaving an opening on the right-hand side of it, allowing the side of NAVI to make the side of FlyQuest a little bit more insecure about pushing that position, especially with given the last round. Either way, Molly's going to be burning a few of them down. It's a 5v5, and we've got 40 seconds left on the clock, and vicu, she's going to be sitting tight here. AWP in hand. They're going to be looking to line up. Is it going to be a collateral, or is it going to be a single? Oh, she gets a collateral on them through the elbow, through the funny bone, but no one's laughing here. Just dominating as Goose Breeder picks up one. Kelsie tagged down heavily, but Goose, she's got nothing else in her, unable to find that kill. This is the second to the last round of this half. It's so crucial for them to get this. vicu holding the position here. AWP in hand. Yes, kills Kaoday. Going for the second one. Not going to happen as Kelsie going to be able to get the return, going for the second as well, but unable to convert it into a win. But good attempt nonetheless.
I feel like I remember the desk saying that we'd seen about 9 collats today, or rather over the course of the last 3 days. So I feel like that puts us at 10. You know, if my maths is correct. Quick maths. That's insane. That's a wild number of collats to come through. In fact, no, the one earlier wasn't a collat. It was just a spray down. But yeah, I mean, this has been really... Oh, we're going to get it. There it was, through the elbow, like you said. Beautifully positioned. Last round of the half here. FlyQuest desperately need this one. And it is a broken buy to try to get them to 5.
Yeah, and obviously, like, FlyQuest have been doing really good. They managed to make it through the playoffs, got to this point. It's better than they've done in a while. NAVI, they've just been looking absolute dominant versus just everyone at the moment. So I'm excited to see what they're going to be able to do if they make it all the way to the grand finals. But meanwhile, we see the aggression from Kaoday. Khalil in hand, waiting. She does decide to back off. Smart decision. Kelsie over towards B, trying to open it up, but denied as the smoke goes down. And Angelica feels and finishes it off through that position. Letty, hold on towards it. That connector. And BB is going to make sure she's punished for that. But not for long, as Hanka is going to be able to get the backstab because no one has bothered to watch A. And they've just waltzed on out. Goose into towards mid, catches vicu off guard. Now they can just walk all the way in towards A, but the bomb is not near enough. It's going to have to go past the one player just sitting up boat at the moment. Hanka, she's heard the player as well. It's a Mac 10 versus this position, and they've got the bomb. Hanka chucks down the smoke. This has to be the round in the bag for NAVI. 2v3. 40 seconds on the clock, and they're both so close to each other. They're going to just have to hope that they get the kill and the drop onto Hanka in this position. Smoke. It dissipates. The shots come out. She gets the kill. Khalil in hand. Now has to find a double. Smoke in hand. Drops it down. And Jelko on the other side of it is going to be holding it. If he's smoking it, it's going to be the spray coming through. There's now going to be 20 seconds. They have to try and find this, never mind. Goose Breeder, unfortunately, too late to the draw here. It's going to have to drop down. The information's going to be here. She hits the shot. It's now 12 seconds and very slow in the book. She's got 8 seconds to get the bomb planted. I don't believe she has this. 4. And that's unfortunate. She's off by about 0.3 seconds there. Nice attempt, but that is going to be the last round in that half. Go into the side of NAVI, who are just looking so good as we go into a break.
I used to be lost, hoping to find a place I could call my own. Someone to hold, something to trust, somewhere to call my home. Shut out the rain, make me happy again, something I could lean on. But when I got lost in the dark, forgot how to love, all I needed was to take a deep breath and be reminded again that come too far to give up now. Gonna let it all go, 'cause I've come to know nothing means more than to be happy. To be happy and free. To be happy. To be happy and free. Oh, 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 oh. Be happy and free. I look at myself, I know I'm enough, I know I can make it through. I can be strong, I can be brave, I can be brand new. Shut out the noise, gotta find a new voice and let the light in. 'Cause when I got lost in the dark and forgot how to love, all I was to take a deep breath and be reminded again that I've come too far to give up now. Gonna let it all go, 'cause I've come to know nothing means more than to be happy. To be happy and free. To be happy. To be happy and free. Oh, oh, oh. Gonna be happy and free. I'd give it all just to feel the sun on my face. I would let it all go now that I know the feeling it brings. Oh, I've come too far to give up now. Gonna let it all go, 'cause I've come to know nothing means more than. Oh, I've come too far to give up now. Gonna let it all go, 'cause I've come to know nothing means more than to be happy.
All right, well, a 4-11 half, slightly better than the performance they had on the first map. They had a really strong start to Anubis, but unfortunately for FlyQuest, NAVI came back with a vengeance. Now NAVI onto the T side, the strongest side on this map, and FlyQuest, they need at the very least the pistol to stay alive.
Blocks galore on the side of NAVI. They haven't opted in to upgrade anything, kind of usual. Meanwhile, Vivian, she has an opportunity to shine, and shine bright she may. ESP is going to be coming through, but going to be running out of bullets. Now going to get slaughtered. vicu is going to be able to find one as well to Kelsey. Kaoday with the Julie is going to fire a lot, but unable to connect any of the bullets. Now Mads, Goose Breeder, 2v4. Bomb looking to get planted. Shots hit, but it's going to be one through the wall. Doing a lot of damage, but not a kill onto Letty. Post plant. Both players coming in from the same position here from that CT way. Mads hitting the headshot. Getting that reload in whilst she can. Time is a ticking. No defuse, get on them, and it doesn't matter. The shot's coming through, Mads. Gooseby to find a multiple, but Hanka coming to save the day with their 17th kill.
Oh, man, and Mads has had a quieter game as well, unfortunately, on this map. So that was such a solid round from her. Really felt like they might just be able to clutch that one. Or at the very least, get a couple more kills. But not to be the case. A round in favor of NAVI, a round that FlyQuest desperately needed. As now NAVI get to force up. I like the decision from FlyQuest not to force here, but it does leave them potentially in a tight spot because this will be a round they lose. At the very best, they need to get a couple kills.
Yeah, I mean, there's no other real options on this. If they can get a couple kills, like I said, that'd be great, but it's not really expected from them. They have to do something coming into this. And you know what? I'm so glad we're able to obviously see Anubis on this. I just wish we'd get to see more rounds because it is just looking like NAVI are going to smash this home on this one. Obviously, the first map was Inferno. That ended up 16-3 in favor of NAVI, stealing away FlyQuest Red's map. We go forward. We carry on. Pistol in the way of obviously NAVI, along with the second round. Pause has been made. We can hear that Quest in the background.
Yeah, we hear the fans.
Exactly like BBN was shouting for. Shout or fly, floated up by Quest.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I forgot about that. She said in the interview she'd love it if they had the call and response. So, well done to you guys in the crowd. Keeping up the support, keeping up the energy. It's what FlyQuest need right now. Because NAVI, they're feeling it. They can taste grand finals at this point. Yeah, they can. Look at that.
Look at that. Perfect love heart as well. Gotta love it.
Oh, another perfect one. Well done. I see puns.
Yeah, it's Liina as
That's
well.
my girl.
Hello, Liina.
It's so cool seeing people you actually know in the crowd.
Lots of awesome support, lots of awesome family members and friends in the crowd as well. And like obviously the desk was saying, we've got to love the family members who are supporting.
Yeah, there's Mads' family.
Well,
appreciate them coming out.
Kaoday. Keep in mind, obviously, this may well be an NA team, but they've got Kaoday. They've got BBN. Two players who are actually imports, one from land down under, and one from actually France. See what they can do, bringing it back. Seems like this is a tech pause. A little bit longer than usual, but, you know, see what we get back to here. What is the weak point on FlyQuest right now at the moment?
Yeah, I think there's a few things that are really causing them to stumble. I think momentum and tempo have been a really solid one. And just maintaining space control. And this is what our big concern was coming on to Anubis, because it feels like they're not that comfortable on it yet. And I don't know if that's just because NAVI are doing so well, or if there really are some issues there in the understanding of the map.
Yeah, I mean, it's not an easy one to play, especially if you switch on over towards the CT side. You've got so few rounds. And NAVI, they just seem so confident on it. I mean, we got to cast them not too long ago on this map, and they were looking pretty confident. They were having fun on the map. And yeah, I mean, it's a fun map. I enjoy it. It's much better than Dust 2 or Cobble, to say the least. Obviously, Cobble's not been out of the rotation for a long while. We'll see Dust 2 back in, obviously, Counter-Strike 2 when it comes around. But either way, FlyQuest Red. This is their last chance to bring this back before, you know, they get booted out and we see NAVI go through to the grand finals. We've got one more map after this if FlyQuest Red can bring it back on their CT side or their T-sided map.
Yeah. I mean, they're in a really, really tough spot no matter how you look at it. Sorry, guys, we do just have a slight technical difficulty with some of the players. So we'll be jumping back in as soon as we can. I'd like to see you guys doing some yelling. So let's get some of that support up for your favorite teams. I want to start that war. I said a little earlier, war between the fans, and I think that would be fantastic. Not a physical war, guys. Please stay on your side of the seats. But you know, get some shouting. There we go. There's the energy. There's the passion. Love it.
Absolutely great. And I mean, if you just look at a few of these teams, I mean, we had the comparison early on desk at the start of this series of Letty versus Goosebreed. And the fact that Goosebreed has been doing so well. And honestly, she's been so consistent in the, obviously, Inferno and then coming into Anubis as well. She's been opening up opportunities over towards A and also over towards mid and then holding those positions. And honestly, she's been doing very well. But as we go over to the CT side, it's going to be interesting to see how she deals with the rotations, going in for the retake positions as well. It's a lot of pressure on her head. And the same for Letty as well. And also, maybe, yeah, Letty's going on a lower rating, but they're also from two very different regions.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I mean, FlyQuest Red, they've been farming some kills over on NA for quite a bit, being so dominant. Meanwhile, obviously, NAVI, I hate to say it, they've been playing up against potentially a high caliber. We've been seeing it in tournaments, so this is a chance for the side of FlyQuest Red to come through here, get some practice in, and try and prove themselves.
I mean, this is one of the best performances that this roster has had at an Impact final event, and that says a lot. The growth is already there. One of the things we've mentioned over the last couple of days that I really want some of the doubters to keep in mind. FlyQuest Red is currently the best women's team in North America. Let me say that again for the people in the back. The best team in North America right now. The problem is that they're not being challenged. There isn't enough. Look, Detonate have just come into the scene and they were freaking superb, but they weren't able to make it into the playoffs, unfortunately. So, you know, it puts them in a really, really tough spot where they're not getting pushed. They're not giving the opportunity to improve. And that's what makes these LAN finals so important, because now they're playing against the best in the world. They've made it yet into the semi-finals under a lot of duress as well. There's been a lot of issues that this team has had to fight through over the last few months, but they've made it here. So, all you doubters sitting in chat, sitting in the crowd, if you don't know what this team is made of, I hope I've taught you a bit of a lesson there. But unfortunately for FlyQuest, there's still a little bit of an uphill battle to get to the same level as some of our top EU teams. Bearing in mind, NAVI just won the most recent women's tournament in the Gamers Without Borders. Nigma wasn't even in the finals for that. So there's a lot of strong talent that needs to be contended with.
Yeah. I will say, just going to truck it over towards stats-wise, Goosebreed has managed to get, you know, loads of kills on the board, and she's been able to get the openers 4 times out of the 6 she's gone on for the opener kill. She's actually been able to succeed on that, which is big, especially for Goosebreed on here, where maybe she wants to depend on BB to go and do that, but BB's just not been living up to her full potential, which does raise some questions. Overpasses in the map, which seem to kind of be her kryptonite, which is obviously really bad considering it's a map that they play all the time, almost every series. NAVI, we look at their stats, they're just blowing it out the water. vicu, 5-1 on her opening duels, and she's an AWP player for the majority of the time, holding out mid, holding it over towards all these positions. You've got to love it. Seems like there is a tack pause after that technical pause, which makes sense. They want to now collect themselves. I think it was Mad's headset having an issue, which, you know, might make sense. She's sitting on 5-15. Now, hopefully, she's got new in-ears, whatever it is. She was going to be able to hear some footsteps and get some kills.
Yeah, I think, you know, after an elongated tech pause, you really do need a moment just to regather yourself, make sure that the plan going into the next few rounds is solidified. As, yeah, we get closer and closer to map and series point here for NAVI Javelins. Now, bearing in mind, this is going to be their bonus. So they didn't really have to, I mean, they didn't have to reinvest at all. So huge advantage, NAVI Javelins. FlyQuest, on the other hand, Mag 7? Question mark?
I love it. I mean, if you're an AWPer, you should be good with the single shot opportunities with the Mag 7. So I think that makes sense. Let's bring it in. It's going to be a push over towards the A site. Kaoday with the Mag 7 is going to be playing closer. Personal, the shot comes out almost a second. Unable to find the purchase with it, though. 1 kill isn't enough. The retake has to come through. Goosebreed are going to be leading her, well, team on this retake situation. Kelsey coming up from behind. Has to get this position quickly, try and find this Mag 10 player before they... Okay, never mind. Absolutely dominated. I'm not quite sure how, but vicu only hit headshots there. And she's feeling this Mag 10. Playing back aggressive. I'm not sure if she knew there was another player here, but it doesn't matter. She gets killed. Goosebreed finds Angelka. There's a chance. But it's not happening. They've backed away. Goosebreed has made the save.
I will say I'm glad that the Mag 7 actually got some value. Oh! we were sitting in the green room yesterday. We saw Mag 7 came out, and there was a lot of yelling as it did not manage to get any value. So Kaoday, she snipes with the AWP, she snipes with the Mag 7.
I mean, it was yelling from you, to be fair. You have some unprecedented hate against the Mag 7.
It's not unprecedented. It's terrible. It's a terrible gun, Tom.
Disagree. Either way, 14 rounds on the board. Only 4 for the side of FlyQuest Red, and they were able to save 1 weapon out of that.
Yeah.
It's not enough.
It's really not.
If you go in for the save of that, you have to at least try and save both guns. Obviously, they tried, but unable to contend with the aggressive nature the other side were doing, pushing over towards T side upper and being able to find that kill. Another pause coming through. Flashy having a chat with his squad. Trying to give them a little bit of a hype up, I'd imagine. Try to improve the vibes on this.
Yeah, I think as we now hit 14 rounds for NAVI, and FlyQuest have a very heavy reinvest that needs to come through here. It means that losing this round, not only is it match and series point, but it's also going to be a devastating economical situation for these ladies from North America on the home turf. This is last chance saloon to turn things around.
2 MP9s, 2 A4s, 1 A1. Not the best amount of utility, but it might just be enough. No kits. Oh, BBN with the first kill, going for the second. She picks it up. Maybe there's hope for North America yet, as Kelsey with the MP9 finds Liina. Goosebreed onto vicu, and Letty is left alone. The IGL with no squad to follow her. But into Mount Doom they go anyway. What a play from the home team, FlyQuest Red.
Listen to those cheers. Fantastic. So good to see FlyQuest still has a lot of fight in them. So much in their back pocket. And this was a nasty round from Bibiana as well. She's someone we'd pointed out for having minor inconsistencies through some of the games, particularly on Overpass. But here, she's really come alive. She's shown what she's made of. And it was a great pincer as well from FlyQuest, taking a lot of space in mid and forcing into the NAVI team.
Oh, push from Liina going to be coming straight down. This mid position should be far rather easy as Goose is just found, slaughtered. Mads, crucial position here, MP9 in hand. Letty and her teammates pushing, but it's going to be through mid. Kaoday with AWP hits the shot but fades away, unable to hit the actual shot properly, and now they're just going to be able to dominate her. Look to push on onto it, she's missing shots after shots. Mads, it's all down to her, but unfortunately Letty comes up from behind. This looks to be the potential end. 2 players left to try and bring this back. Kelsey, BBN. AKs in both their hands. There's also now a kit in Kelsey's. Do they try the 2v4? And they do. Kelsey, she dares. She peeks on in, gets spotted. The damage comes out. She stays alive. Smoke goes down. Extra cover, but how much use is that going to be as the spray can still come through it? Never mind. Going to be making a lot of push down over towards this position. Could get shot from heaven, but BBN's going to be able to get killed. Now they have to push down. Kelsey has the defuse kit. Keep that in mind. She's still playing aggressive. It doesn't matter. BBN goes in for the hole, but unable to contend with the barrage of bullets from Liina and her teammate. And that's the 15th round on the board as we go through to the penultimate round.
So close there from FlyQuest. That beautiful, heroic round just before this one. And unfortunately, they could not replicate that for a second. And this is such a difficult spot to be in. I think we spoke about the economy and how that's going to put some serious restraints on these players. And of course, NAVI are feeling so confident at this point. And it's not terrible, the money here. It's not terrible, the buy. But FlyQuest need a miracle.
It's going to be asking for a lot. Nade goes out. Only delivers 14 points of damage. Not what you want whatsoever. Flashes come through over towards this B position. Kelsey with 1 runs out of bullets, but her teammate's going to be there to hit back with multiple kills. Kelsey fades away into the dust as Letty planting the bomb. 2v3. There is a chance FlyQuest could bring this back, but it's ever so small and shrinking by the second. Position being held. Letty faces some shots coming in from Palace. Jelkenko still going to be playing aggressive towards this position at the moment. Swing it around, but they go down. There's now 1 player standing between FlyQuest and a chance at the finals. Angelka through the other side of the smoke, gets the line up. The defuse looking to come through. The spray is going to rain out, but it's not going to happen. We go through to another round.
The body block was so imperative there. The fact that they had the smoke to cover the bomb. You have 3 players standing in the way, 1 busy trying to defuse. It was a great retake from from FlyQuest, and it gives them a moment of just respite. Just a breath of fresh air because they have extended their life here in the semi-final.
The back's up against the wall. They can't make a single mistake, and they've been making so many in this series. But you know what? Navi have just been playing absolutely so good, but never mind, Angelka! BB finds the kill, the initial frag, the opener for this round. Hanka, last one with the rifle. Second could be picked up, but Hanka makes use of it nonetheless. Takes down Kaoday. Now holding, waiting for another prey to walk into their crosshairs. Never mind, going to continue pushing. Misses too many bullets. Mads is not going to give them a second chance. Letty dropped as well. Vicu, Liina, last 2 left alive. Vicu, you know, goes in for the fadeaway shot. Not going to happen. Walking over towards Palace. Stands a chance of being able to potentially find a head. Liina as well, sitting in this position. Out she goes, and, well, you know, dropped. Expected. This could be the 7th round. Should be for FlyQuest Red. Maybe we'll see an AWP come through into the next round if Mads decides to drop one, or Kelsey or Kaoday. Liina makes a step in towards this position, unable to hit any shots. Good round. Almost clean from the side of FlyQuest Red.
When their backs are against the wall, this is when they come to the party. This is when they take a seat at the table and bite back. But this is just the start of a potential turnaround. Remember, this is perpetual map and series point here for NAVI Javelins. So FlyQuest have to be on top of their game from start to finish here. NAVI is still in some economic trouble, still not a great buy, but you cannot count this team out.
Yeah, fortunately for FlyQuest, they don't have to worry about economy. They just buy absolutely everything every single round.
Every round's a buy round.
No AWP on Kaoday. I think that's a great decision. She's missed far too many shots.
Yeah.
She's not been dependable in this series. Not just this map. As brutal as that may sound. I'm not just trying to give her grief. It's the point case. Either way, move on. Navi pushing aggressive over towards this A main position. Should be able to try and find an opener here. Mads for counter smoke, trying to cause a little bit of a delay. Molly going to be coming out as well. If they push through this, they'll get burned alive. And FlyQuest are here to stay. The spray comes out, but it misses. The damage is done. Letty down to low HP, but they're still going to be in the sight. Kelsey. That smoke isn't going to work properly. Ghost Breeder on towards heaven at the moment. Angelka going in for the firepower, trying to deny the push from the CT side. Might just catch the head of Goose Breeder, and that's exactly what happens. This could be the end. Navi looking to dominate FlyQuest, but back comes in BB. She's still alive. 1v4. Can she do it? No, she can't. And there we have it. Navi, they win. They dominate. And FlyQuest are sent packing.
An easy semi-final matchup for NAVI. They get slightly tested on map 2. Map 1, an absolute breeze, and they confirm their spot in the grand.